Forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, another kind of cloudy day as clouds move in here. We had some sunshine early on, but those clouds associated with rain that eventually is going to break out widespread across the area here later tonight and into the day tomorrow. As we look at the winds, that's the other thing that's going to pick up these winds right now, about 10 miles an hour. We're going to quadruple that number by tomorrow. So get ready for some really good winds. Temperatures today were quite nice, made into the 50s in a few spots. 51 in Jacksonville right now. But we will see temperatures falling again down to the lower 40s, a mild night ahead. We talk wild winds, we talk rain, and when snowflakes are back in the forecast coming up, WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Parents or students at this school will start seeing more resource officers roam the hallways, why some parents think that's not the answer to the violence.
A 1-year-old was found dead inside his home. His mother is now charged with his murder. Tonight, we know more about the crime.
And it's more than just change being taken from inside people's cars. Why this warning about locking up is a big one.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
But in the end, this is the kind of issue that rubs many of us the wrong way.
The Urbana School District plans to use more school resource officers, but some parents aren't happy with the decision. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Those parents say having extra officers isn't the way to keep students safe. But the school board did approve the plan last night with a vote of 4-3. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live in Urbana. So, Andy, what would those parents rather have?
Well, Jennifer, some of the parents at last night's meeting brought up the idea of metal detectors, and one parent that I talked to today thinks that there should be more counselors and more psychologists. He believes, though, that the school district was way too quick in their decision. 2 Urbana schools could have police officers walking the hallways full-time. Board members approved a plan that would put 1 at the middle school, and the current part-time officer at the high school would be made full-time. But some parents are upset with the idea. They say SROs could hurt school culture and add to the gun violence. Parent Ricardo Diaz is one of the people who thinks the board acted too quickly.
So why rush it? What's the hurry? If there's already a police officer assigned to the high school right now.
Over 70 parents wrote a letter to the board urging them not to go down this route. But the board said they never received it. After investigating, they found out it was a glitch in the website. The board eventually got it, but it was after the vote. The district responded to those parents today saying, quote, as of 10:33 last night, all board members did receive your email. I have no words other than to express on behalf of technology and the board my apologies. While board members heard a lot from parents, they didn't hear from students. Diaz believes that's one reason the vote should have been pushed back. He says the idea makes his son feel anxious.
And he said, it makes me feel the opposite. It does not make me feel more safe to know that there's a cop here, because already I'm thinking, what's happening? What went wrong? Why are the police here?
Urbana Police Chief Bryant Serafin tried to ease the mind of some of the parents at the meeting last night. He says that over the past 5.5 years, they've made 35 arrests at Urbana schools, and only 1 of them was charged by the state's attorney. The city will have the final say in the matter, though. They will vote on it on Monday. Live in Urbana, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Andy, thank you so much for that update. Now, new for you tonight, the State Board of Education is responding to a Chicago Tribune investigation on the use of isolated seclusion in schools. It says the practice will end. The board says it's taking emergency action to ban it. Right now, schools are allowed to use isolated timeout, but some of them in the report misuse the practice. The report analyzed thousands of detailed records that schools are required to create when they use seclusion. Several Central Illinois school districts were mentioned in the report, including Danville, Kansas, and Pontiac. Now, this child from Danville was put in one of those rooms. You will hear from his mother tonight at 10. People in Clinton are calling for change after the death of a 10-year-old there.
Rosie Osorio was found unresponsive in a home on East Macon Street on Friday. The DeWitt County coroner pronounced her dead an hour later. He says there were no signs of foul play. WCIA 3's Karina Rubio's in our newsroom tonight. Karina, do we know how she died?
I spoke to the DeWitt County coroner. He still cannot confirm an official cause of death until test results come back. But the 5th grader's death sparked a petition that is now going around on social media. It calls for the Clinton School District to do a better job addressing mental health issues and suicide prevention. Azorio's mother also shared this petition on Facebook today. It says their community, quote, has been through enough and that has still not been enough to spark change with our administration. A woman who shared the petition says the girl's death feels like the tipping point.
But there has to be a solution somewhere. Somewhere we have to find common ground. Somewhere faculty and family need to meet up and find common ground to make this better.
The petition was created just yesterday. It already has over 900 signatures. The high school principal in Clinton says he knows mental health awareness is an issue the school district must come together on. Jennifer.
All right, Karina, thank you. We have new details about the death of a 19-month-old from Decatur. A coroner's jury determined Jaden Comage's death was a homicide. His mother, Jessica Logan, was arrested in October. Comage died earlier that month. The coroner ruled the child's death, cause of death, rather, asphyxia caused by smothering. Logan also took out a life insurance policy on her son and tried to cash it the day he died. We have more on what else she's accused of doing on WCIA.com. Also out of today's inquest, a teenager who died after her car fell into Lake Decatur was drunk. 18-year-old Tabitha Pratt died as a result of drowning and blunt injuries after crashing into the lake. The coroner says she had a blood alcohol level 2.5 times the legal limit.
A busy section of a major road in Champaign was shut down after a crash this morning. It was at South Neal Drive and South Neal Street and Stadium Drive. Police say a man bumped into another car several times with his. He then veered, hit a traffic pole, and knocked it down. It blocked part of Neal for 4 hours. The driver was seriously hurt. We have new information on a dangerous stretch of road in Champaign County. We told you yesterday it now has the green light for improvements, and now we know why it's going to take 2 years before they start. Plans for the Sydney-Homer Slab or County Highway 15. Some of them are they'll add wider shoulders and rumble strips. To do that, the county will need right-of-way permission from neighbors to widen the road onto their property. That can take a long time, depending on whether or not landowners support the project. The other issue pushing the project back is time to complete the design. The expected start date right now is 2021.
Here's an update to a story in Danville. City Council said it will vote next month on whether it will vacate the streets around a medical campus being built, including one that will be shared between 2 medical centers. It'd be along Logan Street, the same road OSF Sacred Heart Medical Center sits on. OSF's concerned partially closing Logan would delay access to its emergency department. Carl, on the other hand, said it was encouraged by the positive response from last night's meeting. A special meeting will be held in mid-December for the city to discuss the matter further. A vote will be held December 17th.
Police now have the green light to take guns away from people. We'll tell you how effective one sheriff's office says the red flag law is.
Plus, the cold weather might have you wanting to start your car before you get inside, but think again, where thieves are getting away with more than what's inside.